Hi everyone, it's Lily here at AIBC. I have the pleasure of being joined by Amrita, the amazing NFT artist. If you haven't heard of Amrita, you should have done. And it's actually weird because we haven't mentioned in any of these interviews today about NFTs. It's a topic that people maybe are less excited about right now, but actually what you're doing in the NFT space is incredible. So let's talk about it, Amrita.
Thank you very much. For me, first of all, great to see you. It's always lovely to see you and great to be here at the AIBC event. We were in South Africa last year. Let's talk NFTs. NFTs for me as an artist. So I'm an artist. I'm a physical and a digital artist. And NFTs for me are a medium. Just like they would be a mural or a sculpture, it's a digital representation of my work. And so just like people like to collect either, physical artworks or different types of collectibles, NFTs really come under that space. And I think the reason why people are less excited about them is because they had their moment where it became a little bit like a trading stock. I'm an ex-banker turned artist. And so I understood that it was a little bit unregulated. So all of a sudden, these NFT projects became like unregulated stocks. And so that had its moment of the up and the down. But as an artist, I appreciate the value that it holds as a medium.
Definitely. I think you said it so well. Now we've had the meme coin trend taken over from the NFT. It happens, and that's more of monetary gains. But what you're actually doing, as you say, is creating art, and the digital art that you create, it's international now, where you're working with different brands and different projects. So how do you think other artists could potentially use NFTs to accelerate what they're doing in terms of artwork?
So I would say extend it beyond NFTs and look at all the latest technologies. So what I like to do is I like to inspire change through art and technology. Now, tech can be a scary thing, right? The future, because a lot of people don't understand it and people get very comfortable. So when you say things like AI, augmented reality, virtual reality, the average person gets a little bit scared. And so what I try to do is try to take my art, use the latest digital technologies, like, for example, augmented reality, showcase that on a physical art piece and show them that actually it's not as scary as you think. And so I painted the largest augmented reality mural at the DIFC. And it's a standard mural, but when you point your phone at it, the whole thing comes alive. And this is not something only for artists to understand. I think it's something that brands will one day understand, that everything with a surface, whether it's even a water bottle or, a poster, that actually you can use your phone to unlock a new digital story and canvas between the two. So I would say, how can we use the latest technologies to really, further our brand and our business?
You make it that interactive part of what you're doing. It's amazing, the idea you can enter in a different world and you can tell a completely different narrative, whatever you want to tell. It is amazing. Like, guys, you need to go and check it out, because it's just, as we're going into a more digital space, which is happening, I think this is going to be at the forefront of people really noticing how important this is. And even like the small details of like metaverse, which everyone avoids saying, but there is going to be a digital world that we're entering more into. And I think, I really can see. And do you think NFTs have that potential to take people into it? And do we think there is expansion away from the monetary side? There's other utilities?
Yeah, I mean, obviously gaming, right? So people who game understand the concept of NFTs because you start to understand digital ownership. And that's really it. I think if you strip away the technology and you really just understand what problem is this solving. So if you're a gamer, even if you're a young kid, and I think the other people who understand it are kids between 6 and 14. Because if you're playing in Roblox and you're buying your skins, the concept that you can actually own it for yourself, then you can trade it and make money, not just today, but in the future, I think is where then it's now going to start taking center stage. But what I do think is that we're going to strip away, Web 2, it's weird. We don't need to know how things work in Web 2. We all get into airplanes, but do you know how it works? right? But at the same thing, I don't understand that in this new Web3 world, we seem to have to understand every aspect of it to use it. And I think once we get to a point where we're just using the tech without naming it NFT or a blockchain, I think is where we're just going to have bigger adoption and less kind of conversation around how and just actually what problem is this solving for me.
Yes, I think that's so true. Mass adoption is going to be driven by simplicity, people not realizing what technology they're using. They're just doing their day-to-day and that's it. And Amrita, you're here at AIBC, as you say, you were in Cape Town together. What inspires you to come to these events and meet the people and just be in this environment? What do you get out of coming to these events?
So, I mean, other than the fact that, I do love the AIBC, the Sigma family, it's always also great to see you, is that I think that, we're really at the cutting edge of technology and pioneering in that space. And it's never easy to be a pioneer because, you're creating the path, you're not following the path. And what's really nice about coming to these events is that you're around a certain energy of entrepreneurship and innovation that sometimes I think gets missed in the everyday world because people love comfort. And sometimes you need to know that you're around people who are just as crazy as you are to want to create and shape a new future.
That's an amazing way to put it. I love that. That's actually honestly what it is. I come to these conferences, I'm like, it feels like home. Everyone actually gets me. This is weird. Well, thank you so much, Amrita, for joining us here at AIBC. We love having you here. So keep coming back and guys, check out Amrita's artwork as well. It's incredible.
Thank you so much.